Hi everyone,
Hi!
I'm Wincy,
I'm CJ.
and you're listening to
Telebabad.
So we're on episode 7.
7 na?
For this episode, it's our first time discussing a horror movie.
Yeah.
For the past episodes, we've been discussing rom-coms, we've been discussing documentaries.
Yeah. Tsaka baka akala nyo, puro lang kami rom-com. We actually both like horror as a genre. So,
What we're gonna talk about now is the movie called Us.
Well, we're going to talk about Jordan Peele's sophomore
Movie.
directorial film. Is that a correct term? Yun. So, si Jordan Peele he's a comedian, directed and wrote a really great award-winning movie, Get Out. I really loved Get Out. So, best screenplay pa siya sa Oscars.
Ito yung follow-up niya sa Get Out.
Yes. Yeah. Spoiler alert. If you haven't seen Us, well, it's up to you if you wanna pause. If pareho tayo na parang mahilig sa spoilers, sige, go lang. Thanks for listening.
The synopsis is from imdb.com. A family's serene beach vacation turns to chaos when their doppelgangers appear and begin to terrorize them. Alam mo ba yung ibig sabihin ng doppelganger?
Is it
Na I
a
think
German word?
It is a German word. Na it's a ghost that ginagaya ka.
But it's not you.
It's not you. Yeah.
Oh.
There were a lot of Twilight Zone episodes in the 50s and the 60s na yung mga ghosts or yung mga monster of the week ay doppelgangers.
I think I've read somewhere that Jordan Peele was actually inspired by one Twilight Zone episode. Yung parang nakita niya yung sarili niya sa mirror tapos doppelganger pala yun.
So, ikaw, tanong ko, takot ka ba sa doppelganger?
Well, I haven't experienced.
Let's say naglalakad ka sa street tapos may nakita kang kamukha ni CJ Di Silva. Hindi mo kadamit pero kamukha mo pati yung paglakad.
Mannerisms.
Mannerisms,
If
boses.
she's really like me, she's probably going to stay away from me. I mean, sobrang antisocial ko, diba? So, I don't think I have to worry. Actually, yung effect sa akin ng Us, pag-uwi natin, nung matutulog na tayo. As in, if I shut my eyes, naiisip ko yung first scene when Red's family went inside the house. Yung silhouette nila. As in, like, na-imagine ko sila dun sa bintana natin. So, parang, the fuck?
So, yun. Ano yung initial reaction mo pagkalabas ng sinihan?
Actually, what I enjoyed the most is how confused I am emotionally. Natatakot ka pero natatawa ka. As in, yung favorite scene ko. Remember when the tethered family were able to go inside the beach house. Tapos parang ang haba-haba nung spill ni Red, yung doppelganger ni Adelaide. For the purpose of clarity, let's call the human Adelaide and the one na nag-attack, yung parang monster, yung villain, Red. Okay, so when Red's family, the tethered, got inside their house, tapos ang haba-haba nung, diba, madrama yung, parang sinusumbatan niya ni Red, si Adelaide, yung parang, there was a little girl, gano'n. Tapos diba, after niya magsalita, parang yung husband, parang sabi niya, wait lang. I know what you want. You know what, let's just go to the ATM. And I'll just give you everything I've got. Ganon, parang, oh my God.
Siya yung comic relief eh.
Nakakatawa talaga. Na parang, grabe. Pero, ako natawa ako kasi if it happened to us, that's probably what I'm gonna do. O, ikaw naman, salitan tayo.
Okay, reactions ko. I'm a big fan of comedy and horror. Maganda yung release ng comedy, ng joke, after a good scare.
Yeah.
And na-experience ko yun nung pinapanood
Talaga.
natin. Gusto ko rin yung... Ako, I'm a conspiracy nerd eh.
Yeah.
Mahilig akong magbabad sa internet. Nagbabasa ng
We're
mga conspiracy
black hole,
theories.
rabbit hole na.
Tsaka di ba minsan nakikita...
Rabbit hole!
Rabbit hole.
Uh-huh.
Yun, gusto ko yung... I have never heard of the Hands Across America conspiracy until the movie. Tapos, ang masarap sa mga movies na ganito, yung pagkatapos mong panoorin, research.
Oo. Actually, when the lights turned on in the movie house,
bukas ka agad ng phone.
As in like, nag-google ako agad na, ano yung Hands Across America?
Tsaka maganda rin na parang yung movie, hindi, mas poetic siya kesa literal.
Or symbolic.
Symbolic,
yeah.
oo. Na parang, di ba yung scissors na ginagamit nila, gold.
Yeah.
Tapos napaka-stylized. Yung hindi realistic.
Sinasabi din daw ni Jordan Peele, yung scissors. Symbolic siya kasi, di ba, a scissor won't work without... Technically, it's a pair. Di ba? Get me a pair of scissors. So, parang reference siya sa person and the tethered.
Also, reference din siya sa Peter Pan. Kasi si Peter Pan, may shadow siya, di ba?
Oh, yeah!
Tapos, humiwalay sa kanya.
Tapos, ginupit niya.
Or tinahi niya ba? Basta alam ko may scissors din sa Peter Pan.
Ayun. Tapos, isa pang nagustuhan ko is sobrang apparent sa akin yung themes of privilege and bourgeois lifestyle.
Which we will get into later.
I love the on-the-nose references na they're above, tapos the tethered are underground.
Tsaka, sorry, maganda pala na yung African-American family ay na-portray
middle class.
Na middle class and well-off. Kulturado sila.
Hindi sila stereotypes.
Tapos yung mga kaibigan nila, di ba, mga ano rin? Mga bourgeois. Wasps. Ako actually, ang nagustuhan ko sa kanya, especially in the bandang ending na. If you think about it, yung setup niya, parang the doppelganger apocalypse.
Yeah.
Kumbaga, di ba, alam natin zombie apocalypse or animal apocalypse.
Yeah.
Ito po siya, the clone apocalypse.
Kasi parang I think the fear of, let's say, zombie, your loved one becoming zombie, alam mo na parang, wala na to, kailangan ko na siya patayin. Pero to see yourself, to like battle
parang mahirap
with
na
yourself.
saksakin mo yung kamukha mo no?
Diba? Tapos parang, sabi pa ni Adelaide, diba, they know how we think, ganyan. They go where you go.
So ang pinaka-matindi mong kalaban is yung doppelganger mo.
Yeah.
So ito, side question lang. Kung you versus you, kumbaga you versus your doppelganger, paano mo utakan yun? Ako feeling ko dahil I'm such a sensitive soul, magyayakapan lang kami tapos iiyak kami.
So how do I battle with my doppelganger?
Ako feeling ko, paano mo malalaban yung doppelganger? Since alam niya lahat ng, alam mo, is to act out of character.
But that's tricky because, di ba yung premise, they can control each other or parang you control the doppelganger. I guess tama yung ginawa niya, no? Jason. So, baka ganun, you control the body talaga. So, probably i-align ko yung doppelganger ko sa may balcony, tas atras ako. Tas mahulog siya or ilalagay ko siya sa elevator.
Pero who controls who? What if gawin niya rin yun sa'yo?
Yung conspiracy theory was the tethers or the doppelgangers were cloned or experimented so the government can actually control us. Pero nag-fail kasi we ended up controlling them. Which I like kasi I think ang nangyayari dyan, privilege is the ultimate controller. So, whoever holds the privilege will control whoever.
Daming metaphors, no?
Ang dami talaga.
Metaphors on top of metaphors on top of metaphors.
Tsaka isa pang nagustuhan ko sa Us, how Jordan Peele is such a brilliant director when it comes to Chekhov's.
Explain Chekhov's.
Actually, ano ba yung parang dyan?
Okay, Anton Chekhov is a Russian short story writer.
Ang alam ko lang kasi, layman's term, ang Chekhov's gun is when you plant a clue na parang akala mo sa start, wala lang.
Kunwari, example, sa umpisa, naglilinis yung tatay ng barel. Sinasabi niya, ganda talaga ng gun collection ko. No? Tapos, dinagay niya lang sa shelf.
Yeah.
Sinasabi ng Chekhov's gun ay yung baril na yon
eventually,
ay
gagamitin niya. So, parang ganun, which I liked. Kunwari, my favorite Chekhov is probably the ambulance na matchbox. Parang pang door stopper niya yun, di ba? As in, na-trick ni Jason si Pluto to nakulong niya. So parang, good use of Chekhov's.
And meron rin tinatawag na Chekhov's hobby or Chekhov's skill. Dito, ginamit yung pagtakbo.
Yeah.
Yung being
or
a track
why
and
aren't you
field
running
star
anymore? Ganun. More.
Yeah. Tapos yung buong arc niya, it's about running from her doppelganger. Isa pang napansin ko sa writing. Or is this a pun or a metaphor or a figure of speech? Pwede mong basahin yung title ng Us
as US. Like United
States of America. Especially with the opening sequence with the hands across America. And with that, we're gonna talk about the United States of America through the eyes of two third world travelers like us.
Wait, context muna.
Context muna.
Parang baka sabihin na, ano ba tong dalawang mamarunong sa States?
Noong October, CJ and I were fortunate enough to have saved up some money. We went to the States.
Yep.
So, nung pumunta kami sa Amerika, and we went from the East Coast to the South, to the West Coast, and then finally to the Pacific Northwest. So, hindi naman namin masasabing nalibot namin yung buong Amerika, pero marami kaming na-experience for the first time and marami rin kaming natuklasan, na-realize about
America.
The
culture.
Yeah. And maganda to na take away kasi we were colonized by the Americans for 40 plus years, 44 years.
Aren't we still? Like mentally, culturally.
Culturally.
Sana merong parang na term for Filipino na parang, alam mo yung banana?
Yellow on the outside, white on the inside.
Oo, may ganun ba sa atin?
Parang ako.
Coconut. Brown sa labas, tapos white na white sa loob.
Correct.
Naming ganun sa atin di ba? Nyug.
I admit, guilty as charged.
Yo.
I'm a big fan of American pop culture, of course. Who isn't? I like American literature. I like American history. I like American showbiz gossip.
Yo.
I like American music.
Sige, no judgment.
Oh, na. I mean, I love America.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
You're more of a...
I'd like to think, ayoko siya i-admit kasi gusto ko maging Pilipino, syempre. Pero I think the persuasion...
Come on, we're all global citizens, di ba?
The persuasion...
Ano yung kalahati mo?
Fine, European. Yun. Mas nag-gravitate talaga ako sa Europe.
Kasi actually, yung being a Filipino, loving Filipino culture is good. Pero kung 100% ang consumption mo ay Filipino culture lang, I think lacking ka rin. Kailangan meron kang konting alam rin sa world culture.
Oo
sa
naman.
labas ng bintana.
Yeah, oo naman. Pero I think very conscious ako when it comes to my identity.
Again, I am HO in my own humble opinion. Love Filipino culture, but please also study other cultures like siguro sana kilala nyo naman si Shakespeare from England. Sana alam nyo naman, may alam kayong konti about Japanese culture. Huwag natin ilimit yung sarili natin about Rizal or Bonifacio. Importanteng alam natin yon, pero sana madagdagan rin natin yung kaalaman natin by studying other cultures outside the Philippines.
But what you just said is actually what Us, the movie, is kind of touching. It's privilege.
Wait, it's privilege to know other cultures?
Yeah, it is. Education is privilege. Here. I mean, paano kung wala kang access to other culture?
That's why, bilib ako dun sa mga nagumagawa ng paraan. Pumupunta sa book sale, pumupunta sa mga public libraries, pumupunta sa internet cafe at nagbabasa ng Wikipedia.
Pero yun nga, okay, nagigets kita na bilib ka dun. Pero yun nga, the operative term is access. Alam mo yun, access, literal access. Or, kailangan mo ng internet. Kailangan mo ng pera para makapag-aral ka ng mas sophisticated. So,
pera ba o paraan?
Pera.
Pera lang ang paraan.
Pwede kasing may paraan ka, pero indirectly, kailangan pa rin ng pera. Pwedeng be a very industrious person. Pwedeng may magpaaral sa'yo. But the point is, pera pa rin siya. So what troubles me is the fact na kailangan mo magbayad para maging kulturado. Meaning, yung free stuff, hindi sila nourishing.
Pero kaya nga, ako nga, that's rare. Kaya nabibilib nga ako sa mga taong kulturado.
Nagsisik.
Example, yung there's this free public library in Makati, dyan sa may Bangkal, na book drive siya. You donate your books, tapos it's a roving library na sa tricycle.
That's nice.
Yung mga bata nagbabasa ng mga comics na dinonate ng power books or ng mga nag-donate ako doon ng mga luma kong mga libro. And I think hindi lang pera ang access mo. Minsan kailangan ng creative solutions. So anyway, these are 3 observations about Trump's America.
Okay.
Observation number 1,
Ay,
CJ.
ikaw naman. Ikaw muna.
Ganun ka naman palagi. Ako nagbabato sa'yo, tapos
Ako
sasabihin
yung
mo.
nauna kanina.
Okay. Sorry, guys. Manonood kayo ng mga travel videos, tourism videos about the States, about New York, about LA, tapos makikita mo yung mga AVP ng Disneyland, Disney World. Ito yung truth. Ang daming homeless sa Amerika nung pumunta kami. At mas social yung mahirap doon kaysa dito. May mga tents sila. Dito sa Pinas, wala masyadong mga bums. Ang nandito, mga informal settlers.
Yep.
Pero sa States, informal
Homeless.
settlers na nga at bums pa.
Well, I think, nasa structure siya ng society. I think kasi tayo, may informal settler, pamilya silang naghihirap.
So in other words, yung concept natin ng family is more of an institution kesa sa States, no?
Kasi 'di ba sa States, now homeless sila, mag-isa. 'Di ba? Because they cannot afford living on their own.
Tapos yung
ayaw nilang umuwi.
Yung support system nila doon ay government,
Sa atin,
welfare.
family.
Tayo naman baliktad.
Family.
Ang support system natin ay hindi yung gobyerno, asa ka pa.
Asa pa. Yes.
Utang system. Let me rephrase it this way. What the Philippine government can provide for you,
Your
family will.
Yeah.
That's my number 1 observation about Trump's America. What's yours?
I guess yung observation ko, parang hindi rin sila as united as they call themselves as united.
So, this United States of
Yes.
America.
Yeah. Kasi, I mean, iba yung culture sa New York. Iba yung New Yorkers. Iba yung taga
New
Los
Orleans.
Angeles. Iba yung New Orleans. Na actually sa New Orleans, I really love the place. I love the locals. I love the food. I really just didn't enjoy being with the tourists.
People.
The Midwesterners. I just didn't really feel comfortable. May konti rin silang racism sa atin because they felt we were Asians. They weren't talking to us. Miss Tennessee in the bus on the way to the plantations didn't talk to us, 'di ba? Parang tayo na nitong Miss Tennessee na to. Patalinuhan na lang tayo, 'di ba? Joke lang. While the cute old couple from New York were talking to us.
Pero yun na nga CJ, empathy. Ang New York is a melting pot. Maraming kultura yan and malapit sila sa dagat. So, exposed sila sa mass migration. Exposed sila sa maraming cultures. Versus yung mga landlocked states na tinatawag, like what you said, Tennessee, medyo takot pa sila sa mga bagong
Kasi may bago, hindi tayo pareho, blah, blah, blah. Kaya hindi nakaka-travel faster to them yung culture.
And the information, no?
Yun.
Kumbaga, we are prisoners of geography.
Well, that's nice.
Sounds like a TED Talk term. Observation number 2. Pumunta kami sa Portland, Oregon. It's what you call a blue state.
Ayun nga, may blue tsaka red state, diba?
Okay, a blue state
This is the
and a red
Trump's
state.
America.
Blue state is anti-Trump.
Democrats.
Yep. Red
Liberals,
states
yun.
are
Republicans.
pro-Trump. Yung Portland kasi sila na yung medyo advanced talaga when it comes to thinking sa, if you compare their city to other cities across America. Parang mga aktivista talaga sila.
Lahat, no? Parang bawat bahay. Yung style ng bahay sa Portland, may porch, may garden. Similar to, the closest probably is Sabrina on Netflix.
So, Pacific
Parang
Northwest
ganun.
architecture.
Yung bahay ni To All the Boys I've Loved Before. Parang ganun yung bahay nila. So, may mga porch. Tapos may parang placard sila parate, di ba? Na parang
Na anti-Trump sentiments yung nakasulat.
May
And
ganon.
isa pa yung mga banyo, di ba?
Gender
Genderless
neutral.
or gender-neutral washrooms. Na sana, panaginip ko yun, magkaroon dito sa Pilipinas. Napakaganda nun. Gender-neutral washrooms.
Yes. And on a practical point of view, mas babango, mas lilinis, kasi mahihiya yung mga lalaki. Kasi di ba yung male bathrooms, oh my God, sobrang dumi, sobrang panghe.
Hoy, may mga female washrooms din na madumi
O sige, statistically, parang 9 out of 10 male washroom ay smelly versus like what? 1 out of 10 ng babae. So, yay.
So yun, ang napansin ko nga, may mga ganong examples na very woke, very liberal and so much empathy to all kinds of people. Kindness. And meron rin yung mga conservative.
Oo naman.
So, I think as a nation, they are divided. Which, if you think about it, tayo din naman, di ba?
But yun nga, like what you said, I think it's a political climate of like the world.
So, it's not
Divided
just unique
yung world.
to the States, no?
Yeah, even in Europe, di ba? Like, there are people who are welcoming to immigrants. There are people who are closing their borders to immigrants.
So, siguro kaya nga yung horror movies ngayon, very politically charged, no?
Yes, and their statements. And
They're statement pieces, ang mga horror movies ngayon.
Babalik ko sa us, yun nga yung divide, di ba? On the nose, eh. Ang ganda nga nung us, them. We are othering other people. And when you start to other, hindi ka mag-empathize. Ipaprotect mo yung sarili mo, self-serving ka. Ang ganda lang nung...
Tsaka ang ganda rin nung difference ng pagbasa mo ng us nga, na United States or us. Na kami lang exclusive versus United States, united, inclusive. So, what's your second observation about Trump's America?
I'm generalizing, but most Americans behave like they're the smartest.
Explain, expound.
May obnoxious, streak. Feeling nila they own the world. So, meron silang, parang, hindi ka parang mag-English. Tawa na mo, Englishin kita ng may tuwang.
Or pwede mo sabihin, hindi ka marunong mag-Tagalog.
How they treat us, parang,
colonizers,
English isn't your natural language. Yun yung na-feel ko, na meron talaga silang colonizer in them, na gusto nilang sakupin ka, mentally, psychologically.
Pax Americana ang tawag dyan. May tinatawag silang manifest destiny. Belief system nila na parang may responsibility sila sa buong mundo to show truth, justice, and the American way. Kumbaga parang burdened sila to help their fellow men even if it's outside America. Yun yung parang motto nila na hiniram nila from Pax Romana. Kasi di ba dati, half of the world was owned by Rome. Or more than half of the world.
So, very imperial.
Sorry, parang araling panlipunang teacher
hello,
na
sir.
Oh. Hello.
Hay, nako. Tama talaga yun sa Black Panther, eh.
Colonizer. Kung may makita kang white person, gusto mong ngaratan ka agad.
Hindi naman. I think meron akong, if there is like a colonial mentality, I think I try to fight it so bad. May reverse colonial mentality ako. Parang, excuse me, pantay lang tayo. Probably you're in a fucking privileged country, but in terms of like brain and like skills, I think
Mas matalino pa rin ang Pilipino.
Or pantay tayo. Hindi mo kailangan i-colonize. Pantay tayo. Yung kaya mo, kakayanin ko yun. Given the same environment, given the same resources.
Pero yun na nga, sinabi mo pantay tayo. Ito lang yung gusto kong I wanna dig deeper into this. I also want to believe that kasi. Pero bakit parang hindi tayo nakagawa ng mga Empire State Building, Apple computers, malaking industry na worldwide like Hollywood?
I think it's because of colonization. Kasi parang isipin mo, meron kang bahay, hindi pa siya ayos. Inaayos mo siya. Pero every time nagtatry ka mag-ayos, may pumupuntang bisita na hindi mo naman in-invite.
Tapos epal.
Tapos kakalatin niya yung bahay mo.
Sasabihin niya, hindi, ganito ang tamang pamamaraan.
Ikaw tayo na bahay ko to Tapos, pag napaalis mo na siya, pag magliligpit ka na ulit, may dadating na naman. So, paano ka makakagawa ng Empire State Building? Paano ka makaka-focus on art, on culture, when your basic territory. Hindi mo siya call your own.
So anyway, my last observation about Trump's America. Ang laki ng lahat.
They have so much
Yung
space.
order mo ng isang burger, pucha, pang 3 Pilipino.
Totoo.
Yung soft drinks, regular lang or small pa nga yata.
Wala silang small.
Equivalent na yata yun na parang Coke litro.
Extra large natin.
Ako inisip ko nun, is this because it's a culture of abundance and excess? Or is it a function of their bodies then? Caucasian bodies need more proteins kasi matatangkad sila. Or do their bodies need more sugar? Kasi maski yung donut nila, lalaki eh.
I would, say it is abundance.
Abundance.
And manufacturing. I mean, cultural siya. Which leads me to my third and last
Ikaw naman.
observation. Tangin na daming plastic.
Plastic?
As in hindi plastic na tao.
Plastic surgery?
No, as in plastic waste. As in everything is just plastic. Parang lahat ng answer ng Amerika to a problem is fucking plastic. At saka grabe yung parang mafe-feel mo seat sila ng capitalism and manufacturing. Parang you can literally buy everything in the States. You get the culture na hoarders eh. Grabe talaga, as in when you go to a grocery, to Target, tas literally lahat andun. Na you'll get lost in your... My God, pumunta kaming Target kasi nasira yung vacuum bag ko. Akala ko yun lang yung bibiling ko. Tapos paglabas mo parang, dami mo ng random
Scented
shit.
candles.
Ikaw yun. Ikaw lang yung
Guilty as
bumili.
charged.
As in, nag-hoard ako ng sustain. So there, maraming plastic at maraming consumer products na parang makikita mo, consumer waste siya eventually.
Pero, nadala ka naman. Bumili ka rin eh.
Yeah, because that's capitalism working on my brain.
Okay, so sesegue ako. Ito tanong ko. Yung plot ba ng Us, applicable ba siya dito sa Pilipinas? Kumbaga, kung iset mo siya dito sa Pilipinas, ano yung makukuha mo?
Alam mo, super oo. As in, applicable siya sa Pilipinas. The whole time I was watching the movie, I was remembering our country.
May mga ano rin kasi na, ito as an armchair conspiracy theorist, during the Marcos regime daw, ang daming top secret science projects that was happening underground.
Yikes.
Na si Imelda daw had a network of psychics. Marcos had good ties with the CIA. Tapos, there were underground tunnels also. Yun. So, posible yung Us dito.
And speaking of Marcos, I think ang naaalala ko kay Adelaide, I'm gonna say the twist, but basically, yung batang Lupitan batang Adelaide, inabduct siya nung tether niya. Basically, yung tether niya yung nabuhay sa Earth. Sa Earth? Basically, yung tether yung nabuhay sa above ground, sa privilege. And the real human Adelaide stayed underground. So, she became supposedly the tether. Yung ugali ni Adelaide, na di ba parang, kaya tayo na-confuse kasi hindi niya maalala na siya yung tether. Parang sobra siyang traumatized or sobra niya gusto takasan yung trauma ng being underground. She actually fucking forgot about it. Diba? She made herself believe that she's fine, nothing happened. Which, it reminds me of a Filipino about martial law. Like, we keep on fucking forgetting. Pwedeng i-argue sa akin na I wasn't even born yet when there was martial law. But I knew about the stories. I knew about the cases. Yet people who experienced it, people who were born before me, try to revise the history. Na I think, ganun tayo para tayong yung tether ni Adelaide, yung, wow, finarget mo talaga yung trauma mo just because you want privilege. You want a sappy life, a comfortable life. Na I think tayo lahat, may tendency tayo na ganyan eh. We forget trauma. We pretend everything is happy. So yun nga, #never forget. Ikaw, what do you think? How is it applicable sa Philippines?
Ako simple lang. If hindi metaphorical, I wanna see it as yung privilege ng mga taga Maynila.
We're guilty of that.
Yeah, being two Manileños. Imperial Manila. That's the term. Yep. Na parang, porkit taga Manila ka, ikaw na yung kulturado, ikaw na may access sa magandang university, sa magagandang trabaho. Kaya, ito rin, I was talking to a friend about the reason why Duterte won. It's because the needs of our countrymen who live in Mindanao are ignored. Kasi, most of our leaders are from Luzon.
Yeah. And
the seat of power is in Luzon.
Even the offices, the Congress, the Senate, it's in Metro
In Quezon
Manila.
City. Yeah.
Diba?
Ako, geographically, ito medyo baduy. Pero, medyo baduy, medyo pilit. Pero, di ba? Parang ano rin, kung yung tunnel underground, ano ba yung nasa south ng Philippines?
Ano ba
Mindanao.
yung nasa south ng Manila?
Ano ba ang nasa south ng Maynila? Visayas and Mindanao. A+ ako sa thesis ko. No? Hindi, ako lang.
Pero I don't wanna consider them like a tether.
So, yun.
Hindi sila yung technically sila yung parang hindi pinapansin.
Oo. And isa pa, yung mga leaders daw natin, the people who are running the country, are also predominantly Catholic. Kulang ang Muslim representation.
Of course. Not just Muslim, even the indigenous groups.
Yes. From the north.
Yes. Or hindi, ang daming indigenous groups all over. From the north, from the south, from
Agreed.
central Philippines, madami. Yun nga, kulang ng diversity sa lawmakers, sa
Thought leaders.
sa cabinet, 'di ba? Sa government, kulang ng diversity.
So yes, people of the Philippines.
Yep.
Us, the movie, is very much applicable to our country.
It's also us.
If you watch it, it's also a reflection of what's happening in our country. Sorry, ako naman, I wanna end on a hopeful note, Siege. Solutions. How do we avoid this so-called divide and this abuse of privilege? Ako, start with empathy. Putting yourself in the shoes of the other, of the tethered,
Or stop
of your doppelganger.
or stop seeing them as others. 'Di ba? Yun nga, I mean, if you're empathizing, they'll start being hindi na sila others. And I think it's opportune time solution. How do we prevent like a tether horror,
A civil war.
a civil war? April, sa susunod ng May, we have the opportunity to try to change things. Then I guess elect people who are diverse. Vote for people who you think will fight for diversity. Vote for people who will fight for the oppressed, represent the minorities. Diba?
Go out and vote.
And vote. Wow, we went
This
here.
public service announcement is brought to you by the Telebabad tapes.
Ne, pero yun, just vote, guys. Vote for the people who you think will be able to help us save each other. So yun.
That's episode 7 for you.
Yun. So, till next time,
Same Telebabad time, same Telebabad channel.
which is anytime you want.
If you like our podcast, we're on Spotify, iTunes, and YouTube.
Just search Telebabad Tapes. And for updates, please subscribe.
Telebabad Tapes.